look forward to seeing you. No. Hi, welcome to Cinderella's Disney. Thank you for joining me today. Welcome to my subscribers. And if this is your first time visiting, I hope you do stick around and become part of my Disney family. Well, today is Cinderella's birthday / anniversary. Today is February 15th, and this will actually post on the 16th, so technically it would have been yesterday. But on February 15th, 1950, the original Cinderella movie aired in theaters, and I wanted to do just a little special celebration, dedication to her, and that's what this episode is going to be about today. So as you can see, I'm decked out in my new Cinderella ears that I previewed recently, and I'm wearing her t-shirt in honor of her. So let's get to talking about what I want to share with you. So today this little lady turns 69 years old, and in order to commemorate that and honor that, I thought I'd do some special things and share some things with you about Cinderella, and things that I have of Cinderella, some of my favorite things. So coincidentally, in researching this is the 69th birthday / anniversary, however you want to term it. And what is interesting is I counted the number of Cinderella pins that I have, and I just really started adding to my Cinderella collection of pins in the last couple years. I had bought other Disney pins, but I was like, why don't I just start buying Cinderella pins? I buy Cinderella everything else. So when I did this, I counted, and I actually have 69 Cinderella pins. What a weird coincidence, huh? On her 69th anniversary. So I thought that was kind of a fun fact, and I'm probably going to share a quick overview of my pin board with all my pins so you can see them. So I've shared this before a few videos back, and I'm going to link it above so that you can take a look, because you have to see my reaction when I ordered these. But this is one of my very first plush Disney items, and of course I did order Cinderella, and this is just so beautiful. I just love her in this little dress here. So I definitely wanted to share this as one of my favorite things that I have of her that's in my collection. So another one of my favorite items that I have is actually a sketch that was done with my face at Disneyland in California a few years back when I went. And it was done by one of the artists there. You know how they have the artists at a couple different spots in the park, and they can hand sketch you. And so I sat for a hand sketching, and then I came back a couple hours later to pick it up. But I had asked, I said I would like my face on the Cinderella body with the hair and the dress and everything. And it came out so good. And okay, sorry about that. My battery died, so sorry if I'm not in the same spot, but I was right in the middle of telling this story about the artist that I had do a sketch of me at Disneyland. So her name was Chi, C-H-I, and I don't know if she's still there a few years later now, but she's really great, and this came out so good. So I'm going to go ahead and cut over to that right now and show you that. She did such an amazing job. She even captured the dimple on my left cheek that I've had that mark since I was a kid, and she captured that. Just amazing work here. Beautiful. So one of the other things that's a favorite item of mine in my collection is an original album, a record album from the movie. It's the soundtrack. And I don't know what year this is from exactly. It's already in a frame and hung up on my wall, but I need to kind of do some research on just online to see if I can figure out what exact year it is, because I have seen a couple different variations of different records that they do have out there. So I'm not sure that this is actually from the 50s, or it might be a little bit later, but it is one of the older ones. So let's go ahead and take a peek at that one right now. Now the next item I want to share is actually the oldest collectible item that I have in my collection. I found this at the Heart of Ohio Antique Center, which you may be seeing a video from there very soon. I found quite a bit of my items from there. And this particular piece normally came, when it first came out in the early 1950s, it had a Cinderella watch that came with it. I had not seen that, this item with it when I did find this. This was just by itself. It didn't have the watch. I looked it up online to kind of find out some history, and then I found out there was a watch that came with it. And they do have it out there. So I thought, well, I don't know if I really want to get it since I already have the main piece of it, which is the collectible figurine piece of it. But so here it is. I'm going to share it with you. This is the oldest piece that I own. It is from the 1950s. It's just like a little glass kind of piece here, porcelain. I don't know what you'd call this exactly, but it's got her face here with some of the details on the dress, this little sparkles here, and then on the back just kind of has her, and it's oh yay high, about the size of my hand, but I got this for a really good price. And I thought, well, at the time I honestly had no idea how old it was. I just thought it was a cute piece, you know, not very much money in the little area that I picked it up. So I was like, yeah, I'll get it, I'll add it to my collection. And then to find out it's the oldest piece in the collection that I own. So that's kind of that was a neat thing to find out. So a couple other items that I have in my collection are actually children's books. They're little golden books from 1950, actually. I was going to say 1950s, but they were both copywritten in 1950. And this first one is this one here, and you may have seen recently on my trip to California, I was at a flea market out there, and I pointed out in the video that I had already had this book. So I have had this book here. It is dated copyright 1950. And the other one, and I thought this was kind of unique because I'd never seen this before. It's called Walt Disney's Cinderella's Friends. And the inside of this one is so cute. This very first page, it's got Jack Gus and another little mite just sleeping there. So cute. And I was told that this is actually a first edition, and that this little tiny A in the very corner here of the book, I don't even know if you can see it, but that means it's a first edition. So this is supposed to be one of the original pieces, first edition. So I thought that was pretty neat. So I picked it up and added it to my collection. So one other item that I want to share, and it's not really old or anything, it's something that you could actually get for free normally when you're at Disneyland, but I had been trying to find this, and it has been gone from the parks. So I had been searching every place I went, and I looked on eBay, and I found this for a decent price, and I picked this up, and I just love the scene on this. But it's Cinderella's Carriage, and it says Happily Ever After Disneyland. I just love the coloring on there, that coach with the horses there and the castle in the background. It's just so beautiful. So this is something that I picked up and added to my collection as well. Well, I hope you enjoyed seeing some of my favorite items in my collection to just honor and commemorate Cinderella herself. Happy birthday again, Cinderella, 69 years old. You look great for your age, and you'll forever be young in our hearts. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you will consider, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and become a part of my Disney family. I do put out videos every Saturday at 9 a.m. Eastern. Thank you so much again for watching, and as always, make it a Disney day.